Hello and welcome to the Well Control Competency Assurance Training System, or CATS. This revolutionary training system will help you keep your critical well control skills sharp using exciting dynamic simulation with immediate feedback. Now that you're logged in, let's get familiar with the tools and indicators at your disposal. The Well Control CATS is a unique tool. You can train on it with or without the internet as long as your system is up to date. When the system starts up, if you have a good internet connection, the system will automatically sync with the server as indicated in the progress bar at the bottom of the screen. This process could take several minutes, depending on the amount of data being synced and local internet conditions. Once the sync bar disappears, you'll have everything you need to get started, even if you lose internet connectivity later. You can also initiate a sync yourself by clicking the sync button. When internet conditions are poor, you will enjoy better performance using the offline mode. To select offline mode, just click this button. Notice the offline indication here. If using the offline mode, be sure to return to online mode when you finish your training session to sync the results with the server. We're going to go ahead and go back online by clicking the button again. Notice that the offline indicator has changed to show that we are now back online. Now let's take a look at the navigation bar. CATS Today displays your training status and is where you should start to launch your assigned training sessions. The Items tab is a quick and easy way to see assigned training. Right now you're viewing training currently due. By clicking the Completed Items box, you can see what training has already been accomplished. The green check mark indicates completed training items. Note the checked Filter by Date box. With this checked, only items in the current training period are displayed. If you want to see training outside of the current period, uncheck the box. Another way to view assigned training is the calendar. Here, you can select month, week, or day views. Note, the course items are laid out on the calendar in the same color as the course listed in the Courses box. To view events outside of the displayed dates, click the arrows to go back or forward. Note the subdued training events coming up in the next week. These items are not eligible to be taken yet. The last tab in CATS Today is the Reports tab. Depending on your role, you may have reports here that pull and display specific data from your computer's database or from the server. Reports range from training results for the logged-in user to a managerial report that reports training data across a range of users. Let's return to the Items tab and take a look at some of the courseware you'll be taking. CATS courseware consists of academic and simulation sessions. They have been designed to take approximately 20 minutes to complete depending on the subject. The modular nature of the courseware comes in handy, especially if you're trying to fit this training into a busy rig schedule. To launch courseware from the Items tab, double-click the title or hit the play button. Notice the activity tree on the left side of the screen. This window simply lists the courseware selected and allows you to select individual courseware items in lesson sequences. To minimize this window, click the pen icon. Also, note the Back, Next, and Exit buttons. You can use these as an alternative to clicking through the courseware items in the activity tree. Our academic sessions are designed to refresh and check your knowledge of well-controlled concepts using interactive self-paced instruction. While in an academic session, there are a few simple navigation features to be aware of that will quickly become second nature. Each lesson begins with a folder that you open to begin. Once inside, there are navigation buttons that allow progression through the session, including replay, text, back, and forward buttons. Click the text button to bring up the text for the slide you are on, as shown here. At the end of the session, select the Results folder to see your score. This is the Results page. Here you can review your quiz results or exit the session. Let's review our quiz briefly. Here's a question that was answered correctly. Notice the check mark next to the correct answer. This question was answered incorrectly. Notice the red X next to the answer that was selected and the check mark next to the correct answer. Once you're done with your review, click End to exit the session. That pretty much sums up academic sessions. Next, we'll dive into simulation. Simulation sessions have a brief tab that provides an overview of what's coming up in the session. Review the information here closely to put the training you're about to launch into context. Depending on the session, there may be links to documents such as a kill sheet pressure schedule. Either click the link to use or print the document, or use the hard copy in the binder delivered with each CATS computer. Once you're ready to begin the simulation session, click the Go button. Once you complete the simulation session, your training results will be displayed in the Debrief tab. Minimum passing score is a 70% in simulations as well. Red icons on the debrief page result in a failed session. We won't go into the details of running a simulation here. Please review the simulation tutorial in your Items tab to familiarize yourself with the controls and displays of the virtual drill shack before taking your first simulation session. Another way to launch courseware is to go to the Knowledge Center. Courseware published to you will be visible in the subject list, as in CATS Today, though the training content is organized like a table of contents rather than a to-do list. Click on the plus symbols to drill down into the sublevels of the subject table. Once you find the session you're interested in, double-click the item to launch it. If you are in online mode, you'll see all training available to your company. For example, if your company has both surface and subsea BOP equipment in operation, you could review subsea training content even if you were assigned a surface training course. If you are in offline mode, however, you will only see training published to you. For example, in offline mode, a surface student would not be able to see subsea training content in the subject list anymore. One last feature of the CATS to tell you about. There are a few view options available to CATS Today and the Knowledge Center. Click this button if you want to hide the navigation pane. A particularly handy option is to hide the reading pane by clicking this button. The reading pane is displayed by default when you log in for the first time, and hiding the pane will prevent courseware items from automatically running, such as the academic modules. This concludes the CATS introductory tutorial. Today we've covered the core features of CATS and provided you with the tools needed to get started. One last thing, your feedback is critical to the continuous improvement of this world-class training system. Throughout the course, this feedback form will always be available under the Items tab. Fill out and submit the feedback form anytime you have input about the system, the courseware, or well control training in general. Again, welcome to the Well Control CATS and enjoy your training.